Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I just wanted to do a quick crafting update, and I got a new headset today, so I was gonna try it out. I'm just gonna open it, and I have my other laptop that I'm gonna see how the sound is. I do have the on headset. It's like a gaming one. I heard good things about it. I'm not sure if it's because of maybe because I had a fan on, but I always have my fan on. That some the last work day, I had maybe like two students say that they were hearing something in the background. I was also thinking, is it because my parents are at the house and my dad watches TV downstairs? Um, I don't know if that travels like that, but I did want to see the smaller headsets regardless. I didn't see this one in the store. It just came, well, they just stocked it in one of the stores, so I figured that I would pick it up because I do like the pink headsets. And this one is nice too. It is a little big, so um, I'm trying to see how to um, style the headset. I know it's more about function, but it's not bad, and I do like how it goes in place, and then it turns off the sound because I when I hear the student come on, then I just flip it back down. And when I'm making the international calls, they you, you could or they could hear me when their phone is ringing. So I heard sometimes people just like listen to see what is gonna happen. But because sometimes like they hear the teachers like maybe talk to their cats or something. But I don't mind. I don't really say much. Well, I haven't said anything when the phone is ringing. Um, and I do like the sound of these, or the sound that it um when I have them on. But I'll see, and I'm definitely gonna keep them. I personally don't have a problem with it, but I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the headset. So I'm going to ask one of my colleagues from the organization, um, one of them to uh, get on a call with me to see how it is. I don't use this really when I'm with other mentors, but I figured that maybe I could try it out with them. So I guess I'm just gonna put it there. And before I open the box, I just wanted to show that I finally separated for the sleeves. I also wanted to make this video before going on a walk. I wasn't sure if I was going to go on a walk late at night or early in the morning because some nights here it doesn't really cool down, and it's since it's a desert area, there's honestly like there's certain bugs that just thrive here, and because like in Ukraine there's the hedgehogs and some people don't like their personality, but I am really intrigued by them. I've never seen one in person in the wild, or anyone that has had them in their home. So it was curious to me, and the bugs that come here, or not come here, but the bugs that thrive here, they're uh not good. Well, there's the crickets, but then there's the roaches that just are outside. And then I feel like it was the first time that I walked around when it was warm out. I usually wait till it's cool. So that's why I was thinking maybe I'll go in the morning, but then I was also thinking I could just sleep or something. I was trying to catch up on some presentations because I have two presentations technically next week, and I don't want to double up by doing both of them next week. So I'm hoping I finish one like Monday. I know that's next week, but like the beginning of next week because one of them is a webinar, so it's going to be recorded, and I I want both of them to turn out nicely, but the webinars is one that since it's going to be recorded, I really want to put extra slides in just to make sure I make up for like the hour period that it runs for. So I finally separated for the sleeves. Um, and I really love this pattern. Again, it's one that I've just have been wanting to do. I put it on smaller needles and then I have the sleeves on scrap yarn. I do like this yarn though, so I was thinking, do I want to use it? But then I have so much other yarn that I brought, but I don't think it's necessarily, I feel bad saying it, I don't think it's like the vibe here because when I move to another, or when I stay in another area, because I wouldn't really consider it moving here, um, I get inspired by maybe like the nature, and this is also cotton yarn too. It's a cotton acrylic blend that my Ukrainian friend gifted me. There's other colors that she gifted me too, so I figured that the blue and the yellow would be the ones to choose first. This one is a couple of rounds longer, um, and I did make it bigger. So I feel like I love the drape of a large colorwork sweater. Not like large, like completely oversized, but having a large yoke with a lot of detail and pattern is like one of my favorite things to wear in terms of garments, like knitted garments. So um, I only have 50 grams left of the blue and more than it's like a skein and a half or a ball and a half of um, the yellow. So if anything, if I have to extend the yellow more, I will. I'm not really going to do much with the sleeves other than put some, maybe a couple rounds of ribbing and then bind off. For the body, I'm not going to do as much, and because it's extra inches or rounds and inches for the top. I don't think I am gonna, well, I don't have enough yarn to do a full length or it's gonna be pretty cropped, so um, I think it's gonna be okay because I have a lot of crop sweaters and those are not a lot, but a couple. And those are the ones that I use pretty frequently because they're just so fun to put on top of the skirt that I have on. And I really like the H Mart bag that I have in it. I do like these types of bags to store the yarn or project in. And I have the Estonia bag that I brought to IKEA and I was knitting and uh, doing some coursework while I was there. Um, And I really like going to IKEA to work. It's not super close. Well, IKEA, you tend to need a lot of land to have an IKEA there, but I like how you can kind of like choose where you want to sit. So, and I appreciate how like the windows, it's I don't know what you call that, but they're um ground to the ceiling type of windows, and the sun beams in Las Vegas. So, I I like how they have like the blinds at least for the main side, like the largest area. Um, because I think the Las Vegas sun is probably the most intense sun that I've experienced. So I have the laptop in here. I'm just gonna, and my other books, I'm gonna listen to it, and I guess you'll hear if it's, or I'll tell you if how it is in terms of like the sound. So I did hear that this is more of like a workhorse type of headset, which is great. Um, I'm just getting into using them. So this is the Logitech H390. I have had a Logitech microphone growing up and a Logitech webcam, and that was like in my childhood home. So I tend to go for honestly the box that's the least damaged. I don't know if a lot of people just like pick at the first couple boxes to see how they are, and sometimes the first box is like in good condition. Um, but I was gonna keep the receipt just in case because if anything uh happened, but I it says noise canceling, so microphone, anti-parasite, and it says digital stereo sound. Laser tuned drivers provide enhanced digital audio for music, games, and calls. Noise, again, noise canceling mic. Left sided mic can be positioned for better voice capture and background noise reduction. And you can flip that one up too. Inline controls adjust the volume or mute your calls with simple controls, and then padded comfort. Adjustable lightweight headband with swivel mounted leatherette ear cushions provide hours of comfort. I don't know if this is going to be more comfortable than the one that I have, but I do like the color a lot, and I like how it's um, smaller. I'm gonna get my scissors, and I might take a picture of it with the receipt right now, actually. Sorry, I'm doing this real time. Um, and I'll open it. Then there's picture directions. So it's a USB. My other one is an aux. cord. I'm kind of wondering if I'm gonna wear it with the bandana, because the other one I don't. And I'm kind of happy about getting the emo hair back, because I was wondering like what hairstyle should I do with my headset? And in general, I was like, I don't, I'm trying to see what hairstyle I want. So I'm kind of just gonna go for it. Um, their headsets, Adrian. I saw like stands for them. I did want to see like larger cases for the on one. But then there's this thing for I guess the volume. And I think this is like a clip. My other one doesn't have that. Um, and then it is able to move. So I think this goes on the left side if I remember that. Yeah. So this is the laptop that I got when I took a college course, and this is the one I carry around because I don't like carrying around this one. This is like the one that I want to make sure it's intact. Hopefully I'm not yelling when I have it on. And it's turning red. I don't know. I'm not trying to make this a tutorial or anything because you're just plugging in a headset to see how it is. Let me see. Like, pause it. They do remind me of well, just because they're pink, I had cat earphones from like Five Below a couple years ago, and I love the pink headset. It's definitely a vibe. I hope I'm not like screaming. And then flip it like that. Maybe during the shift I won't do that so much because I heard that again it's a workhorse, but I also saw someone break theirs. It is a little more sensitive. I'm gonna see how it is with the bandana too. That's maybe, and then I might like pop back on if I like it or not. But I'm gonna just play something. I've been listening to Leka lately. She's a Japanese artist, and let me increase the volume. It came like really low. But me already just like watching the video. No, it works. Um, 18 minutes, 19 minutes just to say that. I'm just gonna quickly see how it's gonna be with a bandana, but I don't wanna like these seem a little Maybe because my other ones are more uh they're more built, or this one it seems a little more like of a delicate design. I'm not gonna try to force it if it's like kind of awkward with it, but let me see. So it fits. You may ask, why would you want to put a bandana while you have your headset on? I don't know if it's just like the Libra in me is just thinking one of the main questions, how am I gonna style this? Um, because it's just a joy that I have in life. So I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna try to be careful with the headset because I really didn't want to force it on if it was just gonna be uh just in case. But the other one I think I might use for like maybe even everyday use because I actually really like the sound of that. I like straight vibe when I listen to music with that headset. And when I get into like gaming or something, I did play a lot of The Sims, like The Sims 4 mainly, and I do want to get back into it at some point. There's just so much adulting that goes on in when you're growing up, or when you're, well, you're always growing up. But that's the video. Thank you so much. Hopefully it wasn't so like why would you make a 21-minute video to see if a headset works? It's just exciting for me. But I'll see you in another video.